Hello and welcome to Thankful Thursday. So to get started, all we're going to do today is what's called a somatic cat stretch or cat warm-up. So it's a great practice. Sometimes I use it in a yoga class as kind of warm-ups, but it's also a great practice on its own, and it has a lot of value to teach it just on its own, so that's what we're going to do today. The basic premise behind somatics, it's by Thomas Hannna. He wrote Somatics. Here's the book. So the basic premise is that stress gets us all down. So we're born with a regular, good posture and stuff like that, and then stress comes and we kind of like start slumping or we withdraw and we get all this stress stored in the body, and our muscles can adhere to this and hold on to it. Sometimes we have injury and trauma and one part of the body will be higher than the other. So somatics helps to reset the muscles in the body. It helps to reset the mind as well. So let's see what he said. So by constantly focusing the awareness and the concentration, we're going to be expanding our prefrontal cortex, and that is going to help us to become more alert, more focused. It's firing those neural pathways, so it's good for brain health as well. So all kinds of good things can be said about that. So to begin, let's come to a comfortable seated position. Oh, one other word. So somatics, for our practice today, I'm going to be doing them on the floor. And you might want a blanket or socks because part of it you want to be able to slide your feet. So the whole practice will be grounded on the floor. This can also be done in a chair. So somatics is available to a lot of people. Almost everybody can do at least some of the somatics. Today we're just going to do the floor because it does get complicated to try and do both at the same time to teach for both floor and chair. But to begin, we'll come to a comfortable position and just beginning to take some of those nice deep breaths, really inhaling, filling the belly. We're going to take all of our fingertips together today. We can rest them kind of here in front of the solar plexus. So this is called Hannna Mudra. I'm also anchoring in with cedar wood, doTERRA essential oil. It's a very groundy kind of scent. It's also a natural insect repellent, which is nice, but it's a very refreshing kind of grounding scent. It's good for the skin as well. So we're in our Hannna Mudra. And you can soften the gaze or close the eyes if you like. Continuing to take those nice deep diaphragmatic breaths. So if you're a yoga, you can do 3-part breaths, simply inhaling, filling the belly, the ribs all the way up to your collarbones. On the exhale, reverse the direction, draw the navel muscles slightly in, slightly up at the end of the exhale. This compresses the vagus nerve, moving you further into that rest and digest. Just nice, deep breathing. That's right. So as you're breathing, know that Hannna Mudra is the gesture of the goddess Hannah, and it is a practice that helps to open and balance the first 6 chakras, or energy centers of the body. It's allowing the breath to flow throughout the entire body, and it aids in supporting the overall health of the body and balancing rest and activity. So it assists us in turning into wholeness, harmony, integration. If you like, you can repeat the following mantra silently to yourself. In touch with the unity of all living beings, I live in harmony and equanimity. In touch with the unity of all living beings, I live in harmony and equanimity. That's right. Continuing to breathe here. Anna E. Snin said, "My mission, should I choose to accept it, is to find peace with exactly who and what I am. To take pride in my thoughts, my appearance, my talents, my flaws, and to stop this incessant worrying that I can't be loved as I am." And isn't it interesting, I wonder if you already know, that you are completely unique and whole just as you are. No one else is composed of your exact same dreams, talents, passions, thoughts, or even feelings. Comparing yourself to others Maybe thinking I should be doing this or I should be doing that. It can be so self-limiting. What would it be like instead if you were so in love with your very own soul, so filled with that love, self-love, love for others, so filled with your own light, that your very energy was contagious? If it was healing and inspiring to everyone around you. You know, that is your truth, your innate being. That is why we are all indeed so unique, so different. It's to inspire, to lift each other up. So I'd like to invite you now to pause and breathe into that self-love, into acceptance, into that unity, just letting it radiate throughout your entire body. Allowing all of this to guide you and light the way for others throughout your practice, throughout your day. Lovely. And then slowly coming back to the room, maybe releasing out the hands. Lovely. You can just take a couple little spirals here, just warming up the spine a little bit. It's a nice little practice. Maybe a few cat-cows. Exhale and round. Inhale and arch, just stretching it out. And we'll take a side stretch to each side, maybe two. Before we move into those Hannah Somatics, we'll say a thank you to Melissa Carroll. She's editing my book. I write these meditations weekly, and she is doing the editing for me, so I am very appreciative of that. So to begin, we're going to come down onto our backs. So you'll have your knees bent. So you're just going to have your natural form. You're not pressing your back into the mat. So the very first thing that we do here, well, we should just lie and kind of scan, noticing where you are. Noticing the parts of the body that touch the ground. Noticing any sensations in the body here. So the very first part of the cat stretch is called a pelvic tilt. So as we're lying on our back, we're going to have this regular arch that's just normal, and then as we exhale, we're going to flatten our back. So exhale and flatten, and then inhale, arch a little bit more than normal. So exhale, flatten, inhale, arch, exhale, flatten, inhale, arch, again, exhale and flatten, inhale and arch. Feeling how your breath moves through your spine one last time. Exhale and flatten. Inhale and arch. And then come back to that neutral spine and just pause. You can soften the eyes if you like. And we're just going to sense again into where we are in proportion to the room, feeling yourself where it touches, the body touching the ground, feeling any sensations in the body. Okay? And so the second part is a pelvic tilt with a head lift. So we're going to be doing the same kind of thing, and we're going to have our hands behind our head. Now keep in mind that you're not doing sit-ups here. It's just about 80% of the movement, so you're not really working on the physical. So I'm not pushing my head and my neck up, but I'm going to lift and then inhale, arch. So exhale as I lift, inhale, arch, exhale, lift, inhale and arch, so I'm arching again. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arch, and one more. Exhale, lift. And then inhale, arch, and then come back to your neutral spine, pausing there. And again, noticing any sensation between each and every one of the series here. We do pause and just sense into what we are feeling, what we are noticing. Taking a few breaths there. And then extending the legs straight out. We're going to roll over onto our bellies into a prone position here. I'm pretty long from this mat. So I'm going to place the right cheek onto the left palm of the hand here. And the right hand is going to be back, palm up next to the right hip. So first we'll just inhale and lift the head. So inhale, lift your elbow, your head, your shoulder, and then exhale down. So we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale down, one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. So we're going to add one more motion to that. As we lift the head, the cheek, the elbow, the shoulder of the left side, we're going to lift the right leg in unison. So inhale, lift right leg, left arm. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. And one more. Inhale, lift. Feeling which muscles in the shoulder are contracting. Exhale down. Notice how your brain is balancing out the weight of the left leg by automatically contracting the muscles of both the right spine and the shoulder. Okay. And then take a pause. We're going to switch sides. So you'll have your left cheek on your right hand. And then inhale just the arm, shoulder. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're adding the left leg to the right arm. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then gently roll back over onto your back. Just pause here, sensing what you sense, noticing what you notice. Being aware of where the body touches the floor, being aware of sensations in the body. So the next one is called an elbow to a knee. So we're going to have so we're going to start with our arms. So our right arm will be behind our head. We're going to inhale and arch, and then exhale and draw your right knee, left hand on it, up. And then inhale and arch. Exhale. Inhale and arch. Exhale. One more. Inhale and arch. Exhale. And then come back to the center. Take a few breaths in the center, noticing any sensation. As we begin the next side, notice the more you lower your back, the nearer your head and elbow will come to the knee. So the back muscles are moving you. So we're going to take that left hand behind and then exhale. Inhale, arch, exhale. Inhale, arch, exhale. Inhale, arch, and one more. Inhale and arch, and then come back to neutral, pause. Feeling where you are in the room, feeling your feet on the ground, the places where your body touches the floor or your mat. Noticing any sensations. Noticing the differences between the sides, if there were any. So the next one is called a hip release. So we roll onto one side. So you extend the arm out of the side that's on the ground. The opposite arm is going to come around your head, just kind of holds onto it. So your knees are bent. You're kind of like sitting in a chair. So your feet are below your knees here. And so we're going to inhale and lift the head, and then lower. Again, inhale, lift, and lower. We'll do one more. Inhale, lift, and then lower. So be careful you're not pulling on your head. And then we're going to add something. The knees are going to stay together, and the top foot is going to lift at the same time as the head. Inhale, lift, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And now the knees are going to open like a clamshell. The head stays down. So inhale, the knees come back together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. And then rolling back onto your back, pausing in the center for a second and just noticing any sensations in the body. I'm going to switch to the opposite side. So that arm will extend, the knees are bent like a chair. onto your opposite side, arm going around the head. So we'll do just the head first. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And now keeping the knees together, adding the foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now the knees are going to part. Head stays down. Clamshells. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then rolling back onto your back for a moment. And just noticing what you notice here, sensing what you sense. Noticing the differences between the sides. I'm going to turn myself to face you for the next one. So you're laying on your back like this. Your arms are going to be up to the side. Your palms are going to be up here. Okay? So just taking a few breaths here. Take the left palm down and leave the right palm up. I'm going to take our knees over to the left. Gaze to the right, right palm is up. Inhale back to center, left palm turns up. Exhale, knees go right, right palm turns down, left palm turns up, we turn left. So inhale, center, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Return to the center. Pause and just notice any sensations. Beautiful. So now we're going to extend both legs. Our palms are just going to be up and off to the side. So we're going to start to slide the right, it's my right foot, but slide the right foot up. The knee is turned out. As it gets all the way up to the top, gaze to the left. And then slide the foot all the way back down. This time slide the foot up and turn the knee in, gaze to the opposite. And slide the foot out. And sliding the foot up, gaze opposite of your knee. Slide it out. And slide the foot up, turn it in, gaze opposite the knee. And this one we always end with the leg turned out. And slide it out, pause, and just breathe for a moment, noticing what you notice. And then we'll start the opposite leg, so left leg sliding up, turn the head opposite the knee. Slide it out. Inhale up. Exhale, head goes opposite. Slide it out. Inhale up. Slide it out. Inhale up. Slide it out. And again, we end with the leg turning out. Slide it out. Pause and breathe here. Beautiful. All right, so the next one we do is we're going to slide both legs up so the knees come together. And then out. And then open. And out. Together. Out. Open. And out. Knees together. And out. And then feet together. And out. And just pause here and take a few of those nice deep belly breaths. Just noticing any sensations, any changes in the way you're feeling. So the next one we do is going to be a skiing motion with both of the legs. And it is actually the pattern and movement of skiing. So the soles of the feet are going to remain parallel and the hips hips and the back are going to rotate. So you can slide your legs up and then go to the side, and then slide them out, and slide them up, and then out. Nice and slow though. Last side. And then pausing here, taking those nice deep breaths, noticing what you notice. And coming over, rolling to one side to help yourself to come back up to seated. So this one requires a little bit of a side seat. Now if that's not comfortable for you, feel free to do it cross-legged. I'm going to kind of turn a little bit so that camera has good angle. So because my right leg is in front, I have my right hand here to balance. My left hand is going to come to my opposite shoulder. So we're just going to begin by inhaling and twisting the whole body, and then exhaling back. Inhale, twist. Exhale back. So the back hip, the left hip is lifting. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Now we're going to come to that twisted position. We're going to stay in the twisted position so the hip is up for me. And then we're going to turn the head. 1, 2, 3, nice and gentle. 4, and 5. Now keep your head facing forward and untwist the body. And now we're going to twist the head and the hips in the opposite. So inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. You can also think of it as looking over whatever shoulder is farther forward. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. So you can release that hand now. Come back into your twist. This one is, you can let your hands be. This one is interesting. So you're going to lift your head and lower your eyes, and then lower your head, lift your eyes. Lift your head, lower your eyes, lower your head, lift your eyes. Opposite head and eyes. It's good for all that zooming screen time. Looks a little crazy, I'm sure, but it is very powerful. And then kind of shake that off for a moment. All right, so let's see, we have one more in this one. Oh yeah, so we're going to take our left hand over. And so again, you're not pulling on your head, but you're going to inhale. Take your ear towards your elbow, yeah, ear towards your shoulder, up, and then opposite, up. And last side. Nice, and then come to the center. You can lie down if you like. We always pause in between sides, in between the different exercises in the somatics, just to center the body, center the mind, note any differences, and let the whole body reset. So we are resetting the body by working the opposites. A lot of times we have some tight or some short muscles, and these exercises were developed to kind of help with releasing all of that, resetting. So the left hand will be down for this. This is my surgical hip, so it's doing much better, but it does have a little sticky point somewhere. So if I'm not all the way twisting, you'll know why. So opposite hand around. So inhaling up and back. So it's just the twist. And then holding your twist. And now just the head turns side to side. 3 to 5 times is a general rule. And bring your head back to the front shoulder, lower the hip or untwist, however you want to call it, and then switch, 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 switch. And then coming up, you can release that hand down So this is the one where the head goes up, eyes go down, head goes down, eyes go up, head goes up, eyes go down, head goes down, eyes go up, back and forth. Releasing all of the strain around the eyes. After 3 to 5 of those, kind of let that shake it out. And then the right hand will come over, and then it's that ear towards shoulder, ear towards shoulder. Just breathing. Nice. And then releasing out and coming back to your center. Just taking a few breaths here. Noticing what you notice. And then we'll come back down to our backs once again. To release that back one final time. So you can have your hands down and just inhale, arch. Exhale, press. Inhale and arch. Exhale, press, lower back in. Inhale and arch. Exhale, press, and then release. Neutral spine, taking a few breaths here. Noticing you have more energy in the legs, if you have a little bit more looseness anywhere in the body. Noticing what you notice. And if there's any emotions the body is calling for, sometimes I like to move my neck and head a little bit side to side. When you're finished with the cat stretch of somatics, if you want to do a little hip opener, a little figure 4 stretch. Any other little movements you'd like to do before our final meditation? Maybe hugging those knees in. And stretching it all the way out nice, long, and tall. And preparing for a final meditation practice. If you'd like to be in Shavasana, feel free to grab any props. Maybe putting something underneath the knees, a bolster, a pillow, if you want to cover up. Oopsie. And moving into that place of stillness, thanking the body for all it does for you. Sensing into the breath, allowing the breath to deepen now, feeling the whole body relaxing into the ground, the back of the head, shoulders, and muscles of the neck, melting down. A cushion for each and every vertebra. Hips and buttocks sinking into the ground. Back of the legs, heels of the feet, heavy and grounded. Entire back of the body, heavy and sinking. Allowing that healing energy to radiate throughout the whole back of the body. And sensation to the mouth, upper lip, lower lip, the space between the lips, the inside of the upper teeth, lower teeth, tongue, jaw relaxed. Noticing the inside of the cheekbones. Hollow tubules radiating from the inside of the cheeks to the outer peaks and valleys of the ears. Bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril. The difference of temperature between the inhale and the exhale. The breath guiding you into deeper states of healing and relaxation. The sensation now to the eyes, orbs of sensation, upper lids, lower lids, the space between the lashes, brow, forehead, relaxed, eyes sinking even deeper into the head, into that place where anything is possible. I'm tracing an invisible line back from the brow, through the hair or scalp to the nape at the back of the neck. Shoulders, upper arms, heavy and sinking. And elbows, wrists, relaxed. The hollowness of the palms of the hands and all of the tiny bones that make up the fingers. Right rib cage, left rib cage, the hollow notch at the base of the throat. Breath flowing in from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, releasing out anything you no longer need. And then breathing in from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head, bringing in that healing, grounded energy. Whole body resting on the ground. That's right. Slowly allowing the breath to return to normal. Inviting small movements back into the body, perhaps wiggling fingers or toes, and even beginning to circle the wrist and the ankles. It feels good moving the head slightly side to side on the ground. When you're ready, an inhale and a big overhead vacation stretch. On an exhale, hug those knees back into the chest and rock the lower back into the mat or ground. When you're ready, rolling over to one side into a fetal position, resting the head on the arm, just breathing for a moment. Noticing any sensations. Thanking the body for all it does. Taking as much time as you like when it is right for you, using the elbow closest to the ground and the other hand. Press up with that upper body strength. Circle the hands to come up to a seat. If you like, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. And namaste. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I know it's a different kind of a practice. It's a very healing kind of practice, though. It can be done, as I said, on its own or in combination with yoga, other things. If you have any topics you'd like to hear about for our next Thankful Thursday, please reach out. I'd be more than happy to comply with any wishes. We're available for private hypnosis, aromatherapy, sound bowls. Our meetup group is starting again next Wednesday for yoga. So obviously we have yoga therapy too, Reiki trainings, all kinds of good stuff. Group hypnosis coming up soon. And I will be presenting in the Hope Summit, which stands for Health Options and Positive Energy Summit. And it is October 19th to the 23rd. It's going to be free on Facebook. It's going to have all kinds of complementary alternative healing modalities, positive energy kind of stuff. So really excited about that. We'll be posting that up there on this at the bottom of the Facebook after the live video stops. So I'll post all the links to things. And then the videos for all of the Thankful Thursdays, of course, play on the YouTube channel. So we do appreciate it if you can kind of check that out, subscribe, like, share it. That way other folks can get to hear about us. And the meetup group is called Unwind the Mind Hannna Yoga Therapies. So I think that's everything for today. It was great to be back, and I'll see you all soon. So don't forget to find something to be thankful for on Thankful Thursday. Bye, guys.